DaVinci Academy will be implementing the following procedures to reduce the spread of COVID-19. As you return to school this fall, please follow the procedures outlined in this video. Procedures for both locations will be identical unless otherwise specified. Parents should screen their children for common symptoms of COVID-19 before bringing them to school. Common symptoms include fever, cough, shortness of breath, muscle aches, or lack of taste and smell. Parents should stay in their cars for pickup and drop-off to minimize people in the building. Students will wait in the classroom to be dismissed to their parents instead of waiting in front of the building at Ogden or in the lunchroom at Kaysville. Students must enter and exit the building through the appropriately labeled door. Upon arrival, students will go directly to their teacher's classroom instead of congregating in other areas. Parents who walk to the school to pick up their child should remain outside and wear a mask. Signage in high traffic areas of the school will help to reduce congestion in the hallways. Masks must be worn in congested areas. Students will have limited access to their lockers. Teachers will dismiss students by groups of 5 to place or retrieve items in their lockers. Any unnecessary items from home, such as stuffed animals, toys, books, etc., must stay home. Students are encouraged to bring only a coat and a lunchbox. Students should also avoid touching the belongings of others and should only touch their assigned locker. In Kaysville, stairwells will be one direction only. The stairwell that is located between the classrooms will be for traffic going upstairs, while the stairwell in the lunchroom will be for downward traffic only. Transitions will be staggered to allow one class in the hallway at a time, and classes will use the stairwells as a group. Students should enter classrooms as soon as they arrive, and in Kaysville should wash their hands with soap and water, or in Ogden should use the hand sanitizer for that room. Face coverings will be used in the classroom when social distancing is not possible. Teachers and other aides will also be expected to wear face coverings, which include masks or face shields. Teachers should remove unnecessary furniture from their classrooms to allow for the optimal spacing of students. Class tables, chairs, and other high-touch surfaces will be wiped down by the students at the end of each class period with the provided sanitizer and rags. Students will be required to have assigned seating for contact tracing purposes. Students will be given individual classroom materials such as scissors, pencils, and markers in order to limit high-touch surfaces. If students must share a material, they will sanitize and clean it before and after their use. Students who need to use the bathroom will sanitize their hands upon leaving the classroom and again upon returning. The total number of students in a bathroom should never exceed 4 students. If 4 students are in the bathroom, then the next student will need to wait outside. Signs will be placed in each bathroom explaining these new protocols. Students will wash their hands before and after recess, and while at recess, will be directed to not physically touch other students. All equipment will be sanitized, and recesses will be staggered to limit the number of students playing at a given time. Students will wash their hands before and after lunch. Lunchtimes will be staggered and limited to 40 students at a time. Students will be able to choose their lunch seats on a monthly basis, and the seating will be documented. In Kaysville, students will spread out and eat at the park when the weather permits. Any student who exhibits common symptoms of COVID-19 will be quarantined in the main office and monitored. If these symptoms continue, we will notify the parents to come pick up their child. We will provide information to parents on what to check for or who to call if symptoms get worse. Students may return to school when they are symptom-free. all visitors must stop at the front office to sign in and must wear a mask. Parents have always been welcome in our school, but during this unusual time, we ask that you keep your visits only to what is strictly necessary. We strongly encourage you to call for any needs or to wait in the car in order to limit the traffic in the building. Visitors should also limit their time in the building. Field trips will be limited and will follow all rules and regulations at the location of the field trip. We will practice social distancing during check-in and ensure that health guidelines such as sanitation, social distancing, mask wearing, etc. are all practiced throughout the field trip. Students will sanitize their hands before and after using computers. Each student will be assigned a specific computer to avoid unnecessary contact with high-use equipment. When a person at school tests positive for COVID-19, they will need to self-isolate and contact their local county health department. For Ogden families, this is the Weber County Health Department, and for Kaysville families, it's Davis County. This self-isolation will last until the person is symptom-free and has no fever for 24 hours. The local health department will explain what to do during self-isolation, and parents will be given additional information on how to handle the isolation period. Students may return to school once they are symptom-free and have been cleared by the local health department. The health department will contact the school to let us know when you have been cleared. We will contact you if your child has been exposed to COVID-19 while at school. If you are at high risk for the adverse effects of COVID-19, we recommend self-quarantining and symptom checking for 14 days. If you are not at high risk, you may continue to come to school while symptom checking daily. We will provide information on what to do if symptoms get worse. All students who qualify for essential elements will be contacted by an IEP staff member to work on individualized programs. If you have IEP questions, please email Nicole Skadlock at nicole.skadlock@davinciacademy.org. General questions can be directed to Jesslyn Anderson at jesslyn.anderson@davinciacademy.org. By following these guidelines, we hope to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and protect the most vulnerable among us. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.